And here we have the stuff getting moved in the after 6 o'clock, I think it is. Yeah, 6:40. They're still working, so they're doing a good job. Everything's getting loaded into the truck. Not sure they're going to get everything in the truck, but there you are. That's everything getting emptied. Rooms are empty, apart from the wife's bike. Completely empty. All empty. A few things left, and then it's closing the house up. Busy day for these men. A few things left in here, and then we're done. Right, we're doing the move out. I've removed the full fence today, and the orange crosses, everything to be removed. The retaining wall will be going right the length of the block. It's at the same height at the very top here, so I don't have to do that, but that whole length will be a retaining wall. The house is completely empty now as well. It's amazing how quick it gets to smell damp and dead. So here it's here, completely empty. Everything gone. It's very sad actually. Here we go. Down into the living room. Cubby goes tomorrow morning. View down the street to the sea. Everything empty. 180 degree, 360 degree turn. Granddaughter's been drawn on the walls because she can now. And that's it. Ready to rock and roll, as they say. And we'll all be out. So this is our last, this is basically my last wander through the house. I'll hand over the keys tomorrow to the demo company, and then it's up to them to do what they want. Interesting days indeed. I'll disconnect the Wi-Fi tomorrow because we're all on the other Wi-Fi now, the Starlink. And that's it. The house is empty. Okay, here's the latest. Yesterday the gas was disconnected. There we are. I had a little bit of trouble finding it because it goes down this hole here, and they couldn't find out where it went, so they potholed here, they potholed there, they potholed there, they dug there, and they dug out the front. Oh, they dug there as well, and then they eventually found where it connected under the driveway for whatever reason. So that's the gas disconnected now, and that was yesterday, and today they came and disconnected the electrical box. So there we are. So now we're gasless and electricityless. So the gas is off, the power's off, water's still connected, and what we're waiting on now, that's it. Oh, NBN, that's what they did. And 2 days ago they came and did the NBN. So they cut the cable there and it went in, don't know where it went in, oh, in there. So it went in there, cut it there. So that's us, I've got Starlink on the caravan. So that's us all disconnected now. So next stage I presume there'll be pulling apart all the asbestos. So underneath here is all asbestos, you can see it there, and the roof's all asbestos, and that'll be the next big job. And that's today's update. So here we have part 4 of the series, and you can see here the demolition work has commenced. The asbestos roof is all gone. Looks like the main beams have all gone as well. The asbestos eaves have all gone, and the asbestos under the patio and garage is all gone. And they've started to take a lot of the soft stuff out, like the windows and the fixtures and fittings. So what I'll do is I'll just run through, I'll give you a look what's happening inside, and then that's the start of the demolition. So what they do is they come in first and they do what's called the soft demo, where it's basically the men, and they all come in and they just, with hammers and crowbars and thing, and they start taking everything off. Obviously asbestos needs some careful handling, and then the big machine should come in after. So I'll just do a quick walk around the house and you can see what it's like inside. So here's inside the house. They've obviously been stripping all the copper out. Being an old house, there's plenty of copper everywhere. Shower fittings all taken out. It's been raining here the last few days, so I'm expecting the ceiling to fall down any minute now. Some copper fittings there. They've obviously tried to take some windows out with no luck. Inside the house, it's amazing how quick the house doesn't look like a house anymore. And here's us in the main. That was the front door. So the front door was a, what do you call it, lead, infill lead glass. So obviously they were keen to keep that. That's the roof joists, or whatever you call them. They've obviously taken all the big main beams off. There's some seriously big main beams on this house. Looks like they've probably taken all them off. Here's the old kitchen. Wow. They were glass bricks, I think. I think we had all glass bricks in there. I've taken the sliding doors out of here. And that's the inside of the house. Let's go through the front door here, try not to get squashed by the collapsing beams. You can see there, one of the features of this house is there's no insulation. You just go straight up the walls to the roof, which is why we couldn't keep it warm or cold. This was all asbestos under here, all asbestos eaves under there, asbestos all down here. And then asbestos all round here. So that's where we've ended up. So I think I get a feeling the soft demo is still going, so we'll see where they get to next week, and they'll probably be here Monday again, and then yeah, the gate's gone. So the soft demo will go on all next week. We'll get to we'll finish that, and then the big machine will come in. Quite dramatic seeing your house getting demolished, actually. Right, so that's the start of this episode, the start of the demo. They call it the soft demo. Looks pretty hard to me, but it's called the soft demo. So we had a massive rainstorm this morning. All the lights are filled with water now. And I could hear this awful bloody noise, and it turns out all the gas detectors went off. So all the gas detectors around the house must have got filled with water, and they all went off. There's another one, and there's another one. So I came in and hit them all off the ceiling with my finger. The house is looking very, very sorry for itself now. I presume there's no change in my mind now. It looks pretty knackered. Pretty knackered. Right, okay, so that's it. That's probably the last you need to see of the house. I'll be surprised if these ceilings stay up for another night. I think we're in for a real bad rainstorm over this weekend, or this week. So I think that's the absolute end of the house. This is going to sound bizarre. I woke up this morning and the big machine's arriving today, and I remember that we used to leave money there in the electrical box for the ironing lady, and once she said there was no money in the box, and we thought that's weird. Anyway, I had a look down the back here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? There's exactly $50 sitting down there. So I'm going to see if I can fish it out, and that'll be the last effort I'll put on this house. Let's see how I go. There you go. The Scott patented $50 retrieval device. I can't believe I remembered that this morning. Anyway. I've managed to get 50 bucks out of a derelict house. We lost it about 10 years ago. Anyway, thanks. Thanks. Oh, have you? Yeah. Here we go, now we're talking.
So we'll get a few loads out.
Are you going to start today?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
I'll knock it down today.
I'll get the car out. I'm going to pick up the wife.
What's that?
Cool. No idea. I had two poles, the water meter's there.
Yeah.
So I had two poles there. I don't know what to put, maybe to show you where that is.
Oh, okay. Pee-wee, what are you doing, mate?
Now we're talking. again. First blow. Second pillar technically. on the other neighbour's property, which is a wise move. That's a big machine. That's a big machine. Just went over. No fucking about. Up here on the front's gone. How cool is that? changed my mind. I want to do a renovation. A licky paint and she'll be fine. He's going to go in and then pull it towards him. Jeez. I tell you, 3 hours full of the going. There's nothing holding the bricks in place. Look at them, they just completely disintegrated.
The pair of these things.
Oh no. Don't get your finger caught in it.
Right?
Don't get your finger caught in it. Hello.
But I think it's later for us.
Have you got the money?
Bloody hell, what was holding that house together? it there. Won't be using that anyway. Good bucket that, jeez. Different view here. I reckon I'll get this knocked over today. Right, here we are on a cold Perth day. It's taken them about half an afternoon, I think, to get rid of the whole house. Unbelievable how quick they actually move. I presume they'll be back tomorrow to finish the loading. They've got about 3 trucks on the go, and then just tidy up the rest of the block, remove all the other stuff. Okay, so here's the block finished, and as John Cleese used to say, herd of wildebeest way down in the back corner. It's amazing how big the block is. So next stage, extending that retaining wall down there up to here, and then filling in with sand. Guy did a good job. A lot of stuff came out the backyard. Backyard's been dug to about 6 feet down, so it's been a big dig in the back here. Next video is the retaining wall.